night. And of course, we're looking forward to the girls' championship and also looking forward to the boys' championship. 56th annual Glodzik, 27th year under the name Ed Glodzik, and I knew Ed pretty well, and it was a great idea the year that he passed away, 1988. The first year in 1989 was the first year called the Glodzik Tournament. West Rutland won the tournament that year. How appropriate was that? Pat Lawhan, who doesn't let anybody forget he was the coach of that that team back in 1989. And that team eventually, when they became seniors in high school 6 years later, West Rutland won the state championship in basketball in 95. But a great tournament, and great to have you on board with us.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to work with you. It's an honor, not just a pleasure. But this is such a well-run tournament, just a great thing. I've played in it, I've coached in it, and now announced it. The only thing I haven't done is officiated in it, and I'll never do that, just for the record.
We might add the officials for both games volunteering their time. John McCarron and Steve Blongi. Jesse Grabowski will be helping us out with the scoring statistics here as the games progress. And also, we thank her very much. And Pat Lawhan, who is the voice of the Hinchy Gym, will be doing the honors for the opening ceremonies here. Lothrop and the Castleton C6s.
Welcome.
Let's listen in here at the Hinchy Gym.
West Rutland Frank Hinchy Gymnasium. Hold on one sec, I gotta put on my light. Okay, this is our 56th, 5th and 6th grade, 27th Ed Glodzik tournament. The best tournament in the whole US of A, definitely, especially Vermont. So, okay, we have a couple of announcements. If you bring food in here, would you please put them the garbage in the bags, because we're going to make me sweep the floor if they don't do that and I don't announce it. So I would appreciate that. Lost and found. Over the week, we've been here Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and tonight's championship. We've found a lot of different things. So if you've lost something, especially the players, go on out to the concession stand and ask for it, and they will oblige. We will have Ed or Brian Glodzik, Bethany Glodzik Hackwell, and Ann Glodzik Higgins. They'll be here, which is Ed's widow and children. We'll get into a little bit more about why the tournament was in 1989 switched to the Ed Glodzik tournament. We have a couple special guests. We have Zach Trippidier, who is going to play the Star Spangled Banner with his sax twice. We're going to do it for the girls' game and the boys' game. And we have our sponsors, of course, PEGTV, and the manager there is our Stacy Kent, our Red Flamingo. I told her I wasn't going to do it, but I did it from last year. So our beautiful Red Flamingo. How about a round of applause for Stacy? And we're really, really, really fortunate enough to have our announcer for PEG 15, Jack Healey. I'm sure everyone's heard of him, so we are thankful he's here. Of course, we will have the 50-50, so what I'd like you to do is help me help the Booster Club. This is our major fundraiser, so we need more money to do more things for all the kids, K through 12. So keep buying the 50-50s, and then what I suspect will happen is my wife will buy one and I'll draw and we'll win. So have fun. We have the Triple Threat. They're a major sponsor, Chuck McDonough. He did the player of the game all week, which included bottles, gift certificates. They met something this year. We had a lot of giveaways, and so we have those. We have Rosenberger, Castleton Motors. When the lights come on, you'll see the sponsors up there on the wall. So if you're doing local shopping, you might want to hit them up, and I'm sure you'll be very pleased. We will also have a 15-boy alternate team and a 10-girl alternate team too. So what happens, we have the 2 games, which is what it's really all about, the kids, and we'll enjoy that. But then afterwards, we have the presentation of trophies, the alternate teams, and a little bit about Ed. So be patient. It is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. But be patient, and it will be over at some point. But enjoy tonight. It is for the kids. Our referees, like I said, everybody here is all volunteers. So without our referees, this would be impossible. They've been here since Saturday, Sunday. We did 19, 20 games. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we did games. So we are very, very pleased. So make sure when we introduce, matter of fact, we'll introduce John McCarron. He's done 8 years. He will referee, and Steve Blongi, he will do both games tonight. So if they're around, how about a round of applause for them? Last year, they had a tough time because the final boys, we went into overtime, Granville and Rutland Town, and it was one of the most exciting events around. So hopefully we'll have the same results. Okay, what we'll do is, why don't we have Castleton C6s come out? All right, round of applause, yeah! Versus Lothrop. Okay, and what we'll do, like we have done all week, we'll introduce the whole team and the starting lineups, and then we'll get it on from there. And tonight's going to be a little bit fun. So we'll start with the Castleton C6s. Coach Bob Coludi. Number 15, Tessa Barker. Oh, Tessa Barber. Oh, sorry, Tessa Barber. Number 21, Samantha Barker. Starting lineup for the C6s. At guard, number 3, Abby Brown. At forward, number 10, Jasmine Donlevy. At guard, number 14, Raleigh Coludi. At forward, number 20, Courtney Brewster. And at guard, number 22, Zoe Cole. Okay, for Lothrop, this is going to be fun, but it's going to, I got to get my glasses out, but I don't have them here with me. So, number 11, Lauren Tiger Konarski. Number 43, Evelyn the Tower Trujillo. Maybe can you step out so we let them know these nicknames here? Number 41, Joji the Bear Ray. Number 15, Marissa the Rocket Connors. Number 42, Madison the Wizard Coburn. Number 20, Erica the Hawk Chapin. Starting lineup for Lothrop. At guard, number 1, Tiana TNT Gallipo. At guard, number 10, L.I. Keith. At forward, number 12, Tiana Lightning Diesel. At forward, number 4, Cassidy the General Carvey. And at center, number 14, Josie the Jet Cole. Okay. In our special presentation, when the lights come back on, will be Zach Trippier playing Star Spangled Banner. Does a wonderful job. Would you please rise? Okay, ladies. Lothrop, are you girls ready? Castleton, are you girls ready? Then let's get it on.
And hello again, everybody. Jack Healey and Steve Senecal. The girls' championship game, first off of the 56th annual Glodzik Memorial 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament here at the Hinchy Gym. And what a wonderful job with Pat Lawhan and Zach on the national anthem. Just gives me chills up and down my spine. Just a wonderful job.
Yeah, and it always is. I mean, they do such a great job over here.
And for the purpose of the scoreboard anyway, Lothrop is the home team. There are 4 6-minute quarters, and Lothrop in blue going right to left here as we look out in the first half, and Castleton in red going left to right.
Number 3, Magic LaSalle. I'm sorry, hon.
Lothrop going with Tiana Gallipo, Alice Keith, Sienna Diesel, Josie Cohn, the starters here, and also one other starter. It's Alice Keith we want to mention here. It's the Castleton team is in red, and rolling it home is Courtney Brewster. Courtney Brewster, Abby Brown, Jasmine Dunlevy, and Riley Kaludi, the starting alignment for Castleton, again in red. And we got a steal here, and this is Kaludi for Castleton. Castleton up 2-0. Castleton is the visiting team, and it's Courtney Brewster that puts it up off the feed from Kaludi.
Yeah, both times for the feed from her.
Castleton coached by Bob Kaludi, and Riley Kaludi is his niece, and of course the Keiths coaching Lothrop, and it is Alice Keith, number 10, who is the one of the players out there right now for Lothrop, was going to steal by Kaludi as she goes coast to coast. Then pulls it back out, left baseline, fires up, misses, and the rebound is controlled by Diesel for Lothrop. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and Castleton has gone up quickly in the 4-0 lead here. This is Keith, and we got a steal by Kaludi.
Both teams playing man-to-man, woman-to-woman, girl-to-girl.
I always like to call it man-to-man.
Person-to-person.
Kaludi throws up the 3 and got fouled. She'll be at the line for 3 shots, first foul of the ball game. And the foul's on Cassidy Carvey. Cassidy Carvey was the other player I was looking for. Tiana Gallipo, Cassidy Carvey, Alice Keith, Sienna Diesel, and Josie Cohn are the starters for Lothrop. Cassidy Carvey is the other player. And should be 3 shots here for Riley Kaludi. She'll get 2 more. Foul to the act of shooting a 3. I was about ready to say, Steve, I always say, with girls basketball and women's basketball, I always say man-to-man because it's more of a description of the defense rather than the gender.
Correct. I will do that for now on.
Well, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm politically correct. I'm just saying that that's what I do. And Kaludi will get another. It's 5-0 Castleton here in the early going. And she hits 2 out of 3 after being fouled in the act of shooting a 3.
And she's controlling both sides of the floor right now.
As Castleton takes a 6-0 lead. Keith with it. And another steal. Here's Kaludi. They got the numbers, and she lays it up and in, and it's a quick 8-0 lead for Castleton. And another steal here. Abby Brown on the steal. And putting it up underneath, it is Brewster. Got her own missed shot and came back to Kaludi, who hits the 12-footer, and it's 10-0 Castleton.
Yeah, in nerves sometimes you can see Lothrop maybe a little bit with the nerves, but Castleton seems to be not nervous at this point. It's easy when you get out to that lead.
Keith with it, number 10. She had a great game. I was here for the semifinals last night, and she had a great game. Lost it at the corner, and again, Castleton in the red goes on hoop in the backcourt. Kaludi looking for an opening. Again, Brewster down low, puts it up and in, and forget it, Steve. She gets it down low. It's 12-0 Castleton, and we got a timeout Lothrop here with 3:15 to go in the first quarter.
She's getting really good position inside, using her body and getting the position, and she's getting the ball.
Jack Healey, Steve Senecal. It's the championship game, girls basketball, the Glodzik Memorial Tournament. We mentioned it became the Glodzik Tournament in 1989. We'll have the history of that. Pat Lyon will have, of course, the girls championship game, a little break between the two games, and then after the boys game, it'll be the all-tournament teams selected and the championship trophies and runner-up trophies given out, and a little bit of the history of it. You mentioned you played in this game. You know, the other, what a history of, you look back, the legacy of this. Frank Biotti, who knows more about high school and 5th and 6th grade basketball than anybody, played in the first one, the first West Rutland tournament. And Jake Eaton, who I saw the other day, Jake, who just led Proctor to the state championship in boys basketball in Division IV, he played in this game.
And coached.
Yeah.
Watched him coach it too.
Yeah. Another turnover. We got a couple of substitutions in for Castleton. Only 2 players off the bench, and Keith on the foul out front. She fouls Abby Brown. Tessa Barber's in, and Samantha Barker for Castleton. 12-0 lead with 3:01 to go in the first quarter. You know, the other day when at the radio station, when Jake and the rest of the Proctor team came in and we had an opportunity to talk to him, I mentioned him playing in this game as Brewster has it down low, puts it up and in, and it's a 14-0 Castleton lead. That foul before was on Keith, her second on the team. Gallipo tries to put it inside, and again another steal, and it was Brewster who poked it away on the steal, and she got the ball back and got tied up. So I remember one of the games when Jake was in the 5th and 6th grade, he scored all, I said 23, and he said, oh no, it was 32.
Yeah, and actually a lot of the kids on his team I watched play in the finals against Rutland Town. It was one of the better games that I've seen in this tournament 3 years ago.
Gallipo misses, and the rebound up, no good. We got a foul going against Castleton. Is on the rebound for Lothrop was Diesel, and she'll be at the line for 2, fouled in the act of shooting. First foul going against Castleton, and Diesel at the line for 2. That's on Brewster, and that's her first. Another one coming up. Yeah, I mean, you see, as you see them in the 5th and 6th grade, 5-6 years later, we mentioned how the first year it was called the Glodzik Tournament. West Rutland won, and then won the state championship in basketball when they were all in high school or seniors in 1995. Matter of fact, that banner up there, that team coached by Jack Rogers, that was the team that won 9-14. That was the open era, of course, and played a lot of Division III schools, or actually schools that were larger than they, and trying to get in there looking for room was Carvey, and she got fouled.
Yeah, we talked to some of the younger people around here about how Proctor and West Rutland, I went to Mill River, we used to play each other all the time and compete, and, you know.
Taking the jumper from the left side, Cone, and in the rebounding action out of bounds, it's going to be Castleton's basketball. Castleton out in front, 14-0 here in the championship game with 1:57 to go in the first quarter.
It's like a little pressure here from Lothrop.
And it did cause a turnover as Carvey on the steal at midcourt, number 4. Carvey pulls up right side of the lane. Almost lost the handle. Saving it was Diesel at the sideline. Down the baseline. Look at how Castleton collapses on the ball.
Yeah, she was swarmed.
Cone with it on the left wing. Gallipo couldn't handle it, and we got a jump ball situation, and it's going to be Castleton's basketball. And I love the legacy of the names, too, as checking in Lauren Konarski now. Konarski checking in for Carvey for Lothrop. The familiar names of Lothrop, of course, Brandon Pittsford, obviously from Pittsford, and, you know, those names, and like the Keith family and Gallipos, and Abby Brown. Shot from the right side is no good as the rebound out of bounds.
Here, Abby.
Well, Samantha Barker missed it, and we got another substitution here for Lothrop. Evelyn Trujillo is in. Evelyn Trujillo, number 43 for Lothrop. Nice play defensively. Diesel on the steal for Lothrop. And she pulls up, fires and misses, and the rebound run down by Gallipo.
And Diesel's doing a nice job. She's worked hard on both ends of the floor. Really.
Now her brother plays at MSJ, right?
I was going to ask if that was a relation.
I saw him. I'm assuming that was her brother. Had an MSJ T-shirt, yeah.
And they both seem to play the same way because he's a hard worker on the floor also.
A couple of opportunities. Speaking of Diesel, as Lothrop having trouble getting its first basket, but at least picking up some offensive rebounds here, and we'll get another jump ball, and it's going to be Lothrop's possession. Konarski come out of there with it. She got tied up, and Lothrop will control for the baseline. It'll be Tiana Gallipo for the baseline for Lothrop. Right inside of the shot by Konarski over the bucket, and again we have a jump ball. I noticed this last night. There's a lot of held ball situations
There's no
in the younger grades, and this time it's Castleton's possession. 28.2 seconds to go.
Sometimes it's just getting that first hoop. Once you get it, then the nerves calm down, but Lothrop hoping that happens fairly soon.
23.3 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and Castleton off to a 14-0 lead here, and we'll see if Lothrop can get on the board. A very good team, or they wouldn't be here, of course. This is Alice Keith, and she's traveling. So Castleton's possession.
One too many. Before she put the ball down, she took that step.
And that was tipped out of bounds. So Castleton will try it again.
Still some pressure here.
Trujillo putting up the defensive pressure for Lothrop. It's Abby Brown. And the shot blocked, and still an opportunity for Castleton. That shot misses, as that is the end of the first quarter. A couple of nice defensive plays there. As checking back in will be Zoe Cole and also Riley Kaludi. And after a quarter in the championship game, Castleton 14 and Lothrop nothing in the girls basketball championship game.
Yeah, and I think, again, Lothrop, if they can get that first basket, hopefully things will go a little bit better for them. And, just sometimes that first one's the hardest one.
We'll see if that'll start them. They are starting to get some offensive rebounds. 8 points for Brewster. 6 points for Kaludi, the scoring for Castleton. The Castleton C6s.
I got Sienna Diesel with 4 rebounds already.
All right.
Doing a nice job on the boards.
The second game will be between the boys' championship game, the Rutland Renegades, and also Manchester.
Yeah, I've watched the Manchester team. I haven't gotten an opportunity to watch the Renegade team play yet, but I've seen Manchester play. They got a couple of decent.
You have Joe Harrington, who's the AD here at West Rutland. His son plays on that team. So it'll be Lothrop's possession here at the beginning of the second quarter as Keith gets the ball into play to Tiana Gallipo. Again, Lothrop in the blue uniforms. And a scramble for the basketball down low, and guess what? We have another held ball.
And Diesel again, in on the play.
Here's Kaludi. Quickly into the forecourt. All the way to the bucket, lays it in.
And they struggled a little bit with the defensive pressure when she was not in the game, but it appears that pressure doesn't really bother her.
Castleton goes up by a score of 16-0. They try to go into Keith, and the ball is picked off by Zoe Cole. Spins, puts up the little jumper off the glass, and good. And it's 18-0 Castleton.
Nice little spin move there. See if Lothrop can get something going.
Trujillo double teamed, and Kaludi on the steal. Going to work on Tiana Gallipo. Quickly gets into the forecourt. Brewster underneath, and as we said before, forget it when she gets it underneath, as she puts Castleton up by a score of 20-0.
She gets in really good position, uses her body like we said earlier. And Kaludi gets her the ball, and she lays it up and in.
Lauren Konarski is number 11, picked up by Barber, and another steal, and Kaludi quickly into the forecourt. And she pulls up for the 18-footer, it's short, and the rebound chased down. Nice hustle there. Chasing it down was Diesel. And she took the shot, an air ball, and a scramble, and Diesel again involved with that. It's a jump ball situation. It's Lothrop's possession. Josie Cohn comes in, number 14 for Lothrop, for Trujillo. And the steal on the inbounds play by Zoe Cole. She goes all the way to the bucket and lays it in.
Nice strong move to the basket there by her.
Castleton goes up by a score of 22-0. We're halfway through the second quarter here at the Hinchy Gym. Here's Keith with it. She really took over the game last night in the semifinal victory for Lothrop, is checking in Joanna Ray, number 41 for Lothrop. Joanna Ray checking in for Konarski.
Coach Kaludi talking to her as she dribbles up the floor with the cross, when she's going, when she's not.
Trying to go down low to Barber. A turnover there. It's Lothrop's basketball. Cohn with it on the left wing for Lothrop in the blue. Now Gallipo. And tipped away, and Kaludi on the steal. A lot of quickness. And a nice hustle there. Coming over, knocking the ball out of bounds was Joanna Ray. And it's going to be Castleton's possession underneath the Brewster. That one she misses underneath. Ball out of bounds. It's going to be Lothrop's basketball.
She got there, just couldn't finish it.
There's Keith with it, tripped up, and a foul against Castleton. And the foul's on Zoe Cole. And that's going to be the third of the team as into the ball game. Jasmine Dunlevy is in, number 9, and I believe Abby Brown was the other checking in, number 13, as the quick shot is trying to get it immediately, and shooting was Diesel, and probably had another opportunity to take a dribble or two and get a little bit closer.
I think they're just getting a little uptight. They're not getting much time to shoot the ball, so I think they think they need to get rid of it a lot quicker than they do.
Abby Brown, who missed that shot before, gets it back for Castleton, and the shot from the right side goes up and over the bucket by Barber, and Lothrop comes down with it. Gallipo in the forecourt, getting the pass from Diesel. Now here's Keith, double teamed, and she goes to the deck. She got fouled. You know, you mentioned you are a Mill River guy, and you know we were talking about whether you call it man-to-man, women-to-women, person-to-person. I remember way back when the Mill River winning the Division II championship in basketball this year on the girls' side. Way back, it used to be it was a media thing. They called the girls' teams the Minute Maids, and Shirley Brusso took me aside one time years and years ago and said, "We're not the Minute Maids, we're the Minutemen."
Shirley can certainly say it how it was. There's no doubt about that.
Never forgot that. Kaludi on the foul, her fourth on the team, and Alice Keith is at the line for 2 for Lothrop, looking to get Lothrop on the board here.
Trying to get those first points of the game here.
Marissa Connors checks in for Lothrop. And the shot is good by Alice Keith, and that puts Lothrop on the board. And we got a timeout, Lothrop. Well, we thought we were. Oh, no, they don't have the ball. That's right. That's right. I know they don't chase the. And a three-pointer by Kaludi. And now timeout, Lothrop is. That puts Castleton up by a score of 25-1 with 2:14 to go in the half, and Lothrop does get the timeout.
Yeah, I think there was kind of an injury, I think.
Yeah, I did. Okay, I didn't see the injury.
I'm not sure they get charged for the timeout. They are going to get charged.
And it appeared that it was Alice Keith that was shaken up a little bit.
Yep, Steve Blongi coming over explaining to us what happened there. They were going to allow that injury timeout, but because they've decided to take it, they're gonna charge him for that timeout.
Jack Healey, Steve, Senecal, Channel 15 live.
Thank you.
Here, and Stacy Kent is our producer. Daniel Appelt. Actually, Stacy is our cameraman. Daniel is our producer. Here at the Hinchy Gym, the legendary Frank Hinchy.
Camera woman, I was just told. The red flamingo. She does a fantastic job. Let me tell you, the time and effort she puts into this is incredible.
Whoa, thought about the shot from there. Connors, number 15. Now Gallipo with it. Josie Cone and another jump ball. With 1:53 to go here in the half.
Coach Kaludi trying to tell his girls, play defense with your feet. Let's not reach. Let's just play really good, solid defense.
Inbounds pass stolen away by Barber, back to Kaludi. And the long jumper from the right wing by Zoe is no good, and it's going to be Lothrop's basketball. Zoe Cole, number 22. Tiana Gallipo. Yeah, the Gallipo is a familiar name in that area. As the shot blocked out of bounds as Carvey took the shot from the baseline, and we have a foul against Castleton. And the foul's on Kaludi.
That's one of the beauties of Vermont.
Oh, it was on 22, not 2. Okay, I beg your pardon. It was on 22. It was on Zoe Cole. Her second. That's the 5th on the team. And Cassidy Carvey at the line for 2 for Lothrop. And she will get another.
One of the beauties of Vermont, we get those the same names all the way through.
Yeah,
you know, there's
I
a
know.
lot of people that stay, and we get to
I was asking Steve now, it's who's her grandfather and who's her uncle and things like that.
We get to
all of them, as a matter of fact. Dunleavy came down with a rebound off the missed shot. 1:20 to go in the half, and Castleton has a 25-1 lead over Lothrop, the girls basketball championship game here. Underneath, getting the pass and putting it up and in, Samantha Barker.
Moving the ball really well. Getting the open look.
Castleton with that 27-1 lead. Coming down on 1 minute to go in the half. Gallipo lost it out of bounds. It's going to be Castleton's basketball. Tiana a little bit upset at herself.
At herself, yeah.
Yeah.
And she gets it back.
And she comes right back, though, and has the steal. Cone looks to run it down at the corner. Shot inside, Ray, and it's Castleton with it. And now the turnover, Lothrop with it. Maggie Loisel checks in, number 3 for Lothrop, with 36.8 seconds to go in the half.
See if maybe they can finish the half strong here.
Harvey to Cone. She's going to shoot it from there. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be Castleton's basketball.
See if Castleton slows it down here and holds it for one shot.
Of course, not a lot of players for Castleton. There are 2 players on the bench, so this line missed by Barker. Rebound run down to the corner, but out of bounds. It's going to be Lothrop's basketball with 10.8 seconds to go in the half. It's going to be Joanna Ray. Joanna Ray will put the ball into play to Carvey. Lost the handle, and a scramble forward. Still a scramble as it goes out of bounds with 0.6 seconds to go in the half.
And as I look across, I see Tim Gallipo sitting over there.
So that must be her grandfather.
I would guess that it is, or an uncle, or something. But
when I said I was asking about grandfather, that was the guy I had in mind. But as time expires, ending the first half here at the Hinchy Gym, we're at halftime in the girls basketball championship game in the 56th annual Glodzik Memorial 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament. The 27th year is the Glodzik tournament, and at halftime it is Castleton 27 and Lothrop 1. Jack Healey, Steve Senecal, as Kaludi had a big first half. She had 11 points. Brewster, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points. 4 for Cole, 2 for Barker. And that was the scoring for Castleton. And Keith getting the point for Lothrop.
1 for 2 from the line with her.
Now we need your help.
So we'll listen in to the halftime show here with the voice of the Hinchy Gym, Pat Lawhan.
Booster Club would express its sincere appreciation to the Glodzik family, Beth, Brian, and Ann, for their continued support of this tournament. Thank you, volunteers, officials. Please remember that all officials, Booster Club members, book and clock persons, as well as those associated with this tournament are volunteers. Please show your support and treat them as such. And this is the good one. Basketball is a game that, win or lose, says nothing about the quality of the players, other than that each has dedicated considerably free time and sweat to play the game as well as he or she is able in order to represent his or her school in athletic competition. And in that striving to be a little bit more today than he or she was yesterday. Let each player know that by your conduct and applause, you genuinely appreciate all that they have invested in the game you are about to see. Second game, the boys championship, will be around 7:30. So stay tuned, enjoy yourself. Again, there's all kinds of food out there. Plus that 50-50, that's a big deal. I need some money.
We'll pick it up at the beginning of the second.
Yep.
Seems like they're a little nervous. What's that? It seems like they're a little nervous. Yeah. They're nervous.
Free time at halftime. So when we do a little bit, and today. Come here, Bulldozer. We call this guy Mr. Bulldozer. He played for the Rutland Rec. What a good boy. Listen, what do you think of the tournament?
It's fun.
Just fun?
It's an experience.
What else have you been doing this tournament?
Watching a lot of basketball. Talking on television.
He wants to be Jack Healey when he grows up. So he's been doing PEGTV. All right. 2-5, bitch.
So entertainment here at halftime as we get set for the second half.
I mean,
No, believe me,
who doesn't want to be Jack Healey?
I know Jack Healey, and you don't want to be him.
Well, I can tell you it's an honor to work with you. It really is.
It's an honor to work with you.
It's,
First of all, we'll tell the background. Stacy, when she asked me a couple of weeks ago to be here for the Glodzik tournament, anybody you want to work with? And I go, well, there's John Center and Jack Rogers. So I called them up, and they couldn't make it.
So here's option
So you're
three.
the third choice.
I feel like I came in third place on The Bachelor. Which reminds me, Jack, the Red Flamingo, it may start a reality show.
Oh, really?
For Vermont here, The Bachelorette.
On PEGTV.
On PEGTV.
So she goes, I got a couple of guys in mind, and Steve Senecal's one, so she sends me a text. Do you get along with him okay? I go, well, I guess so.
Now that he doesn't play or coach, he's great to get along with.
So great to have you on board.
That's what all the officials say. Boy, he's a really good guy off the court.
It's going to be Castleton's possession here in the second half, and Castleton going right to left as we look out in the red, and Lothrop going left to right, and Castleton with a 27-1 lead. And there's a turnover, and Cone on the steal for Lothrop. Lothrop in blue, and Gallipo throws it on the right to Diesel, and from the baseline, it is no good. Brewster comes down with a rebound, and we got another jump ball. And Diesel's been all over the place for Lothrop.
She has. I got her at 7 rebounds, and I'm sure I missed a couple.
Underneath, and it is no good, and Brewster comes down with it. Cone had an opportunity underneath. Kaludi now. Kaludi chased by Diesel. She continues to hustle.
Yeah, she works hard.
Ludi with a runner misses, and the rebound off the floor. Gallipo, and still does she have it? She managed to get it away to Colburn, Madison Colburn, number 42. Gallipo quickly into the forecourt. And there's a shot up and good.
Coach Kaludi applauding on that one. That was a nice pass. Good look.
Again, Castleton. And again, Kaludi. 27-3.
I'm always impressed that kids this age, they're able to use both hands.
Was Diesel, of course, on the other end. We talked about how she's all over the place hustling. Got the bucket. Diesel again, had it knocked away. 29-3, Castleton out in front.
And Keith's still not back in the game. I hope she's okay over there.
4:30 to go here in the third quarter. You know, and again, Lothrop has more players on the bench than Castleton does. Castleton only has 2 players on the bench, and they have a 26-point lead, but they're not a. I mean, this is the team basically that you're going to see.
Right.
And the nice play there, and Kaludi right down the lane lays it in easily. As Castleton way out in front by a score of 31-3.
Both teams still
Trujillo
the
is
man-to-man.
back in. Yep.
Slow it. Come get it, Riley.
Diesel.
Diesel again. Diesel on the floor, and we got a traveling violation.
Still working hard.
Glodzik on Diesel. Look at the way Diesel hustles, though. Team still playing hard. The long three for Glodzik. Gallipo picks it off the floor for Lothrop. Gallipo at the baseline, fires up, misses, and it came right down into the hands of Courtney Brewster. Now Glodzik is... Nice hustle again by Tiana Gallipo. Tiana Diesel. And we got another jump ball here. And it's a couple of substitutions for Lothrop. Erica Chapin checks in. Also checking in is Lauren Konarski. Abby Brown is in, number 13 for Castleton. As both Brewster and Glodzik are on the bench.
Yeah, some good substitutions by Coach Glodzik there.
Barber also in, number 7. 17-footer misses. Second opportunity misses. A couple of opportunities for Cole, but Castleton's still with it. Abby Brown at the baseline, double teamed. Back to Barber. Nice spin move up, no good, and the rebound to Diesel of Lothrop. She's got a whole bunch of rebounds.
I got her at 8, and I'm sure she's got probably a few more than that. She's done a really nice job.
Pass knocked away by Barker, and Abby Brown coming out of there with it.
A little bit of a collision.
And they do call a foul there. It's going to be a foul on Lothrop, and they call the foul on Gallipo. Her first on the team. Abby Brown there misses the baseline jumper and another jump ball.
We've had a few of those this game.
Yeah. That was one thing. I'm not. Are you keeping track of those?
I'm not, no.
Usually people do. There's been about 25 of them.
I don't think I have enough lead for that.
31-3, Castleton out in front with 1:42 to go here in the third quarter of the championship game here live on PEGTV channel 15. Konarski, number 11 out, Diesel, number 12, double teamed. She's going to force it down the baseline. She got pushed. And the foul on Castleton, Zoe Cole.
That's her third.
Straight up, no reaches, no fouls.
Yep, her first on the team. Another jump ball, and it is. We're going to wear out the bulbs in this arrow thing here. It's going to get worn out. The switch will be wearing out here back and forth.
I noticed scorekeeper Jess Grabowski she's twitched hands because her left hand's getting so tired. She's decided to do it with her right.
Konarski, nice play on the steal to Gallipo as Lothrop has it in the forecourt. Cone out front. Oh, don't go there. Oh.
She knew it right when she did it.
Backcourt violation. 1:01 to go in the third quarter. And Alice Keiths is okay. She's back in the ball game. Number 10 for Lothrop, in for Diesel.
Good to see that she's all right.
Castleton with it. Abby Brown. Shot blocked there, and this defensive play by Cone. The basket up and good for Castleton as getting the ball and getting the shot was Tessa Barber. 33-3, Castleton out in front.
That time they did a nice job just moving the ball, finding an opening, and taking advantage of it.
And Gallipo misses and trying to go up with a shot after the air ball was Konarski. She got fouled in the act of shooting. She'll be at the line for 2. Number 11, Lauren Konarski.
That's her first.
Narski misses. She'll get another. That foul is on Samantha Barker, and that's her first second on the team. 28.2 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's 33-3. Castleton out front. The girls' championship game of the Glodzik tournament, and off the rebound off the floor, Dunleavy. And she told me it's pronounced Dunleavy.
Dunleavy.
So she made a point of telling me that, which I'm glad she did, because we want to get people's names correctly.
We'd be calling her Dunleavy because that's
right.
the NBA.
That's right. And that's what she was called last night. And actually, the book says Leary, Dunleary, but it's Dunleavy. Nice hustle by Keith, and another jump ball with 7.8 seconds to go in the third quarter. And at virtually the buzzer, Castleton scores again, as getting the bucket was Barber. And it's 35-3 Castleton after 3 quarters of play in the championship game.
Yeah, that was well done. You know, they found the opening, they passed the ball until they found somebody open, laid it up and in.
It'll be Manchester and the Rutland Renegades in the boys championship game. We'll have just a little bit of a break between the two games, and we will be back for the championship game after the pregame activities. At the end of the boys game will be the postgame activities, the all-tournament teams, championship trophies. I haven't, are the Glodziks here yet or not? I know they're going to be here by the end of the second game.
I have not seen them here yet. It's just, they do, and I can't say it enough, what they do for the youth in this community.
Just
the West Rutland Boosters, the hard work, and not just adults. I mean, I see kids here helping out day in and day out. I've been here a lot. And it's a community effort, and they do such a wonderful job. They really do.
Sure doing a nice crowd here at the Hinchy Gym. One of America's great little towns, West Rutland, Vermont.
It'll fill in a little bit more, too.
Yeah.
At some point, that whole side will be full, and hopefully some of this side also.
So Lothrop with the basketball and Keith with it. Trujillo takes the three, and it's off the side. No good in the rebound, going to Tessa Barber. And Tessa gets it underneath. Samantha Barker, number 11 underneath, to put the Castleton up 37-3. Coach Kaludi is still yelling no foul, no foul. And
yeah,
no lead is safe for coaches, right? Have you ever noticed that?
Well, I think what he's trying to teach them is to play defense with their feet. I mean, they have a substantial lead, and I think he's trying to lay back a little bit and let things happen, for lack of a better way of saying that.
Samantha Barber's got 6 points for Castleton, and doing a nice job of the baseline is Barber. Samantha Barker. There's a Samantha Barker and a Barber, we might add. Tessa Barber, another one. Put that one up at a 36-point lead for Castleton, 39-3 with 4:50 to go in the game. And Keith double teamed, and Kaludi and Brewster are at it again for Castleton.
Yeah, and I think if you would ask, you know, either coach, these games, you'd rather coach a close game than a game like this.
Kaludi in the corner.
Easy to get into bad habits in a game like this.
Diesel, look at that. And just a great defense in the corner, and she comes out of there with a steal. Sienna Diesel, number 12 for Lothrop.
And they haven't stopped playing. I mean, they're still playing hard.
No, they're playing hard. That's to their credit.
That's not an easy thing to do for kids this age to not give up.
Joanna Ray, number 41, scramble for the basketball, and Lothrop still with it. Another scramble, Kaludi with it, and finally a traveling violation.
Yeah, you can't be down and then stand up. She tried to dribble it.
Joanna Ray, number 41. Keith, number 10. Diesel is in, number 12. Also, Trujillo is in. Number 43 for Lothrop. Also Cone. Diesel. Now to Keith. Try to muscle it up, block. She got fouled. She'll be at the line for 2. And the foul is on Courtney Brewster of Castleton. That would be the 3rd on Castleton. Alice Keith at the line for 2 shots for Lothrop. That's the 2nd on Brewster. And Keith hits that one.
Nothing but net. Just like the first time at the line for her.
39-4. Castleton out in front with 3:30 to go here in the championship game. And just both teams just playing hard here despite the score. Steal by Carvey.
Oh.
Keith, and they are going to call traveling. Number 15 is in, Marissa Connors. Number 3 in, it's Maggie Loisel for Lothrop. Zoe Cole is in, also Abby Brown is in, also Barber is in for Castleton. Barker is also in. Dunleavy is also in for Castleton.
Not Dunleavy.
That's Dunleavy. There she is right there.
Diesel.
And she pulls up and misses. Diesel trying to get to the rebound, and we get a foul.
I do think, looking over, I do see the Glodzik family.
Oh, okay.
You look right over here. You see Brian.
Yes, I see him and Mom.
Yep.
Yeah, Brian and Bethany.
I really do credit Lothrop and their coaches for just you know playing hard. They're continuing to play hard. They really are.
Tiana Gallipo checks in. We do have a timeout. The foul before was on Lothrop. Diesel's 2nd, 3rd on the team. 2:49 to go, and it's 39-4. Castleton's out in front on the verge of winning the championship here. Yet now we mentioned this is the 56th year, Steve, and it's the 27th year as the Glodzik tournament went to the Glodzik tournament in 1989. Ed Glodzik, a former sports writer at the Rutland Herald and a big supporter, of course, of the tournament here over the years. When did the girls come? I mean, it was, I'm saying within the last 10 years or so.
Oh, it was definitely that. I would say, I believe it was the year that we participated in it, which was 3 or 4 years ago. Was, I think, the first year
I guess it doesn't go back. Okay.
Maybe 5. Maybe
if I'm not mistaken, there were, matter of fact, there still are, there's 1 or 2 teams that are co-ed.
Yes.
That's Abby Brown, and the weak side rebound controlled by Lothrop. That was controlled by Cone. Now Gallipo with it. Yeah, I mean, I think in some of the years they've had co-ed teams, and as I'm looking down at several teams have been in this, as Abby Brown comes out of there with it, is they still have.
There's a couple. I know Middletown, I think, was co-ed. I'm not sure. They used to have a couple different ones, but I know that one other school had their own tournament this year. So
it was Marissa Connors that came down with a rebound off the miss. The other end coming down at 2 minutes to go. And Connors misses off the glass and back up by Gallipo, no good. And it's Castleton back the other way with Abby Brown. Dunleavy missed, and the weak side rebound, Barber, she missed, and we got Lothrop's basketball.
Both teams still playing really hard. That's what you really
they
like
are.
to see.
And a credit to both coaches and a credit to the two teams. Coming down on the 1:30 mark to go. Marissa Connors had it knocked out of bounds. Is back in number 11, Konarski, and also number 4. It is Cassidy Carvey for Lothrop. And Gallipo and Keith come out. They did a nice job.
They played really hard. Get some kids some time in the tournament, which is nice to see.
Loisel, number 3, and Konarski, number 11. A little bit of a contact there. And the foul is on Castleton. It's on Abby Brown, her first. It's the 4th on the team. So Lothrop's basketball, almost a steal there, but Lothrop's still with it. And there is a foul on Castleton.
I know you said you did a game with Jack. Did he get into the whole sneaker and sock thing with you, or?
With Jack Rogers?
Yeah.
No.
he likes to look at the different colors of the socks and the sneakers. And we got an array out there again today.
Barbara was on that foul, her second, 5th on the team, and losing it out of bounds, but it was knocked out of bounds. Marissa Connors. No, Jack did a nice job doing color on a couple of our games on the video cast on the internet, and of course Busy is it's been I don't know how long it's been since Rutland last lost in boys JV basketball. They've had at least 2 years undefeated seasons.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day with him. I want to say he said in the last 4 years it's been 1 loss.
Wow,
I think
that's unbelievable.
Yeah, he does a really nice job at that school. He does they all do, but he's done a nice job with that program.
Abby Brown, number 13 for Castleton, coming down the last 48 seconds of the championship game on the girls' side. The foul on Lothrop. Foul's on Konarski, and that's her first, and that is the 4th on the team. Brown pulls up the 12-footer and drills it. 41-4, Castleton. 35 seconds to go. And that's a 14-footer by Cone. Connors underneath, a double team looking for room, and we have another jump ball.
Lothrop still working hard, still hustling.
Had her spot there. Barber at the baseline. Missed shot. Back up. No good. And the rebound is spot for Cone. Came down with it. 1 second to go in the championship. That's it. And Castleton has won the championship. Final score, Castleton 41 and Lothrop 4 in the girls basketball championship game here.
Just got off to a really quick start, and Lothrop just could never get up off the mat.
Big game for Kaludi and Brewster in the early going when Castleton went off to a 14-0 lead, led 27-1 after 2 at halftime, 35-3 after 3, and Castleton wins it by a score of 41-4. And we will say that they got off to the quick lead, never looked back, but Lothrop played hard to the end. So we salute them. They did get to the championship game.
Yeah, the whole time they all played hard. Both teams played very hard.
So we will be back with you shortly. It's a 7:30 start time for the boys game. We'll go through the whole pregame activities and another national anthem for Zach Trepanier, and what a great job he did on the saxophone for game 1, and he'll do it again. So I'm Jack Healey, Steve Senecal on board with us, Stacy, Kent, Daniel Appeld, on Channel 15 live from the Hinchy Gym. Again, to the final score in the girls' championship game. Castleton 41 and Lothrop 4, and we'll be back shortly. So stick around with us here on Channel 15.
I'll get trophies, so we're not...
Okay, for the girls, 4th place, Menaway. Great job, girls. Great job. Third place, Rutland Rec Sabakas. Aren't they cute? Second place, Lothrop. Okay, if you girls want to go have a seat, we'll do the champions, and then we'll move on to the boys. How about a round of applause? Okay, the 2015 27th at Glodzik 5th and 6th grade tournament champions, Castleton C6s. Hey, Coach, did you want to get a quick picture? Or, matter of fact, why doesn't somebody get a camera and have a picture with the coach in it? Here she comes. I'll tell you, she's a multitask person. Stacy. And this will be on PEG-15, Channel 15, and it'll probably be on Facebook too. Okay, folks, thank you very much. For the girls, Tanya LaHoulier. Now, I pronounced that the regular way. You want me to pronounce it the French way? Did I pronounce it right? Oh, where's Tanya? Okay. Oh, Taya. Oh, boy. I got it right during the week, though. Okay, so Taya, it's the same. You still get the alternating. Congratulations. Very good. You guys got to over there. It's been a long week, folks. Serena Combs, West Rutland. Alice Keith, Lothrop. Jillian Perry, Catamount. Kylie Britton, Meadowing. Emma Stevens, Clarendon. Laura Baker, Rutland Town. Lucy Gallo, Rutland Town. And I'll be following this young lady. Kendra KK Sabaka, Panama. For the champion C6. Zoe Cole, Castleton. Okay, those who saw this young lady play during the week will know what I'm talking about. We have triple threat, Chuck McDonough, who donates the MVP award. And this year's MVP goes to Raleigh Peloti. Great job, hon.
Hello, everybody. Jack Healey and Steve Senecal. We're at the Hinchy Gym, and it's boys basketball time now. The championship between the Rutland Renegades and Manchester. And it will be the opening announcements for Pat Lawhan, who is the voice of the Hinchy Gym. Also on board with us, Stacy Kent, who is our camera person, and Daniel Appeld, our producer. The 56th annual Glodzik tournament, and the 27th year in which it's been called the Glodzik tournament. And why don't we turn our attention to the court and Pat Lawhan.
So if you do the figure each team's got 10 players, 340 kids that's played all week here. So how about a round of applause for all the kids that have been here? Okay, and what we'll do, so we'll speed up later on too. What I'd like to do is, Ann, Bethany, and Brian, are you around? Could you just step out in the floor here and let me introduce you so everyone will see who you are? Are they here, Ann? You're here. Come on out. This is Ann Glodzik Higgins at Widow. Brian is just coming in the door. That's his son. And Bethany Glodzik Hackwell is here somewhere, and she'll be out later to present things. Also, of course, you all know we have our special guest star announcer, Jack Healey. How about a round of applause? Also sitting next to him is a fine gentleman who's coached in this tournament, and he's donated to the first and second teams t-shirts, and his name is Steve Senecal. How about a round of applause here? And according to Jack, he's the third option here. Third option for speaker. But you know, they saved the best for last. Okay, I'd also like to, Dion Johnson is at the door there, and she's our president. Our vice president is John Harvey. He's somewhere around. Jody Trippier is our treasurer, and Melissa Bartlett is our secretary. They've done a good job. They've been the officers for a few years and been running this tournament. So, it just keeps getting better and better. So they'll be out later to do their thing too. So how about a round of applause for those folks? Then, of course, all volunteers. We have the Triple Threat. We have PEG-15. We have Castor Motors, Rosenberger. The scorekeeper, Jesse, she's been here all week. Rob, we just snuck him in today. How about a round of applause for our scorekeepers? And also, to make this tournament possible, we've had, like I say, we've been here since Saturday, Sunday, 19 or 20 games, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then tonight. And what we've had is a lot of our high school kids that are volunteering, and people out in the concession, too many to mention, but how about a round of applause for all those folks? And then, of course, up there eating her salad is our red flamingo. Does everyone know that? That's a beautiful bird. And we have beautiful Stacy Kidd up there. She's run PEGTV. I don't know if you've seen that commercial that they had before up to this game. It's a wonderful commercial with the kids and everybody out there doing their dance and singing to the music. If you get it or get it on your iPhone, look it up because it is worth the price of admission.
He wants you to stand and take a bow.
I hope not.
Okay, then what I'm going to do is get on my light. And we'll get a little bit of music here, and then we will have the teams come out.
It says 14.
Okay, if we can get some smoke, darken up this place. I got my light on, so I might be able to see. Okay, our final championship game features Manchester, Zach Thompson. Okay, and as usual, what I'll do is I'll announce the whole team, then the starting teams, if you want to step out there so the folks can see you. And of course, Channel 15, we are live in West Rutland, the Frank Hinchy Gymnasium. For the Rutland Renegades, number 3, Ben Perkins. Number 4, Ian Corsell. Number 12, Troy Devon. Number 20, Noah Davis. Number 22, Billy Lecken. Number 24, Evan Lethbridge. Number 33, Josh Tuttle. Starting lineup for the Renegade. At guard, number 2, Matt Negro. At guard, number 5, Maddox Trainer. At forward, number 10, Keegan Chadburn. At forward, number 13, Noah DePoy. And at guard, number 14, Evan Puckett. Okay, for Manchester, number 10, Will Morrell. Number 12, Seth Parr. Number 18, Carson Cutler. Number 20, Dominic Dorita. Starting lineup for Manchester. At forward, number 0, Brandon Byrne. At forward, number 1, Benjamin Phillips. And at guard, number 5, Joey Harrington. And at center, number 15, Patrick Zutek. And at guard, number 23, Maddox Matthews. Okay, again, it's going to be my pleasure. We can turn on the lights here. And we're going to have Zach Trippier play the national anthem. Would you please rise?
Everybody, Jack Healey back with Steve Senecal, and we are all set for the boys championship game here at the Glodzik Memorial 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament. Live on Channel 15 here at the Hinchy Gym. The Rutland Renegades are in the white uniforms and the Manchester Club in the black and gold uniforms. And of the referees, John McKieran and Steve Blanchi. Maddox trainer Keegan Chadburn, Noah DePoy, Evan Paquette, Matt Magro going for the Rutland Renegades to start it off. Brandon Burns, Benjamin Phillips, Joe Harrington, Patrick Skutak, and Maddox Matthews going for Manchester. Rutland's going left to right. The Renegades here in the first half, and the Manchester going right to left. And a trainer, a no-look pass, and the shot no good. And we got a jump ball right off the bat here. It's going to be Manchester's basketball as he tied up Keegan Chadburn, who missed the shot.
Going to get a little bit of a zone look here, some zone pressure. Manchester broke it fairly well.
That's Noah DePoy, who knocks the ball out of bounds. The Rutland Renegades, coached by Pat Paquette. Cutler, Thompson, and Butler, the coaches for Manchester, and the black and gold, and that is Paquette on the steal. Evan Paquette, son of the coach, Pat Paquette, and Pat, a standout at Otter Valley, a former coach at MSJ. And
I'm sure played in this tournament also, like a good number of people.
I think if you've been around for a while and you grew up in this area, you've played in this tournament. Got the foul. Manchester is the home team here. The foul on Matthews. First on Matthews, first on the team, as that shot missed from the corner by Trainer. And we got a steal by Chadburn, and we got another foul coming up here on Manchester.
And that's going to be Matthews' second early on.
Alex Matthews on the foul, his second on the team. Matthews will be coming out of there, and Seth Parr, number 12, checks in for Manchester.
We'll see. I'm sure there's going to be some nerves here. We'll see how it all turns out. Manchester coming out in a kind of a 2-3 extended zone here.
Matt Magro. The last time I was here for this tournament, Matt's sister played in the tournament, and his dad was the coach. His going up was Noah DePoy, and he got fouled. He'll be at the line for two. Another foul on Manchester.
Nice job driving the baseline and then dishing there to the middle.
Call that foul on Patrick Skutak for Manchester, his first third on the team. Noah DePoy at the line for two, and he hits the first. He'll get another.
So we're going to see some pressure here after this free throw.
Boy's second shot good. He rattles that one home, and it's 2-0 Renegades lead. And the Rutland Renegades, Joe Harrington, number 5. He's the son of Joe Harrington Sr. As Burns from the left wing misses an air ball, scramble for the basketball. And Burns gets it back up and
well
good.
Done.
Nice hustle there for Manchester.
Good work. Good job by Harrington breaking that pressure.
Ties it at 2. I was going to say Joe Harrington, number 5 for Manchester. Of course, his dad, familiar with us, Jim, the athletic director here at West Rutland.
Yeah, with the Batman cape socks. I don't know if you've gotten a chance to see that.
Yes, I now see that.
The cape flats.
Good stuff. Ought to be in the 5th or 6th grade again. Ought to be 12 years old again. A long bomb from straight on, and that one missed a straight on from Parr, and here come the Renegades the other way. Trainer.
Manchester doing a good job stopping that transition.
Parr, good defense, picking up Paquette. Back out to Magro. Sends it down low to DePoy, spins and puts it up and in, and the Renegades take a 4-2 lead. We're live on Channel 15, PEGTV. Stacy Kent is our camera person. Manchester controlling. Little jumper in the lane is good by Patrick Skutak.
Manchester doing a good job there, moving the ball around, trying to find the open man.
And ties it at 4, 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Paquette through traffic, and it goes to Trainer for the left baseline. He misses. Harrington, the rebound, he got fouled by Magro. And the foul on is coming into the ball game is Trey Davin.
I think the foul was on Magro there.
Yeah, it was on Magro. Davin's in. Magro comes out. The foul on Magro is first, and that was the first on the team. Parr with it for Manchester. Double teamed, and the steal by Paquette, and the shot missed underneath. That was Davin who just checked in, and we got a whistle on the scramble for the basketball and a foul.
There's that zone full court.
Foul on Manchester. It's Manchester's fourth, and they call the foul on Seth Parr. That's his first. So the Renegades with a basketball for the baseline.
It's a team fourth there, Jack. That could be huge.
Yeah, already. Paquette fires, misses, and it goes out of bounds off Maddox Trainer, and it's going to be Manchester's basketball. Tied at 4 with 2:55 to go in the first quarter. Seth Parr trying to go to Skutak, and a nice job coming back was Davin. He fires ahead, scramble, Trainer finds it, Trainer to the baseline. Boy, and back out Davin with it. Back out to Paquette. And we'll get a push going against Manchester. That's already number 5 on Manchester. You mentioned it, Steve.
Yeah.
It's huge in the early going. It's on Harrington.
Yeah, there's a good chance they could get in the bonus very early here in the first half, which could make a huge difference here.
Maddox Trainer back outside, back to Paquette in the corner. And we got another foul on Manchester already, number 6, with 2:24 to go in the first quarter.
And that'll be his second. So both guards here for Manchester, the starting guards, both with 2 early.
Side one. Get in it. Go get it.
Trey Davin gets it into the corner. Trainer, the runner, it's in and out. And the rebound, fought for, and coming out of there with it is Brandon Burns. Parr. Tough shot, Burns, the rebound, try to go back up, he got fouled, and he'll be at the line.
Watch the Manchester team play a couple times. I'm really impressed by his athleticism. A little bit raw in the basketball sense, but really, really nice athlete, this Burns.
Foul on the Rutland Renegades, that's their second. They call that on Davin, his first. Burns misses, he'll get another as Cutler checks in, number 18, Carson Cutler. Checking in for Seth Parr. Good crowd here. It was a good crowd for the girls, and it's picked up a little bit for the boys' game as well. And Burns rolls that one in.
That's what makes us. There's kids that come back to watch it, just to watch.
Again, we've talked about the legacy all evening here. Phillips on the steal. Burns, runner of the lane, up and in, and it's a 7-4 Manchester lead. Burns got the free throw before to put Manchester up 5-4 in the bucket there to make it 7-4. And Harrington picks up a foul here.
That's his third, Jack.
Already his third, and that puts the team over the limit. And Harrington's out. Matthews checks back in. Maddox Matthews. Did they call that a shooting foul?
No, it's a one-on-one already.
One, yeah.
Yeah, like we talked about, they're already in the bonus.
I like Evan's homemade number there. Nice job on the offensive board. DePoy came down with it as the Renegades still control out front. Chadburn to Davin. Davin to DePoy, puts it up, no good. DePoy again, back up, good.
Nice job muscling that up and in.
7-6 now, Manchester with a 1-point lead. Burns goes coast to coast to try to drop it underneath, and the ball is picked off by Davin. Davin all the way to the bucket. He puts it up, no good, and we got a foul on Davin, an offensive foul. No, it's on was on 12, I believe. It was on.
I think probably
Davin.
more of a player control.
Yep. That's the second on Davin, and that's the third on the team. John McKieran came over and they asked him about the foul, and he goes, "It's on Trey." You know it's hometown basketball when you're talking about the player's name.
Absolutely.
Instead of the number.
They know him by the first
Hey, that's
name.
Trey.
It's
You know,
not
that
12,
was on
that's
Trey. You gotta love that stuff.
Absolutely.
Here's Paquette. A minute to go in the first quarter in the championship game. And that's a traveling violation on Davin.
This zone is disrupting him just a little bit.
Here's Ian Corsell checking in, number 4. Ian checking in for Chadburn.
Still
Manchester has the 7-6 lead. Yep, that full court pressure. Carson Cutler swallowed up at midcourt and got fouled.
I think that's going to be his third. So we have some early foul trouble here for both teams.
Yeah, that foul's on Davin, his third, fourth on the team. Steve Blanchi called him by his number, not by his name on that one. We might say that was the official way. It was on number 12.
That's right.
And the fourth on the team. Burns with it out front for Manchester. 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Skutak at the baseline, forces the shot, missed, and the rebound back out to Brandon Burns with 32 seconds to go in the quarter. Burns wanted to go to Matthews, actually deflected and went right to Skutak. Skutak to Phillips. Here's Matthews, fires the three and misses, and the rebound is controlled by the Renegades. It's Traynor down the left sideline. Steps back left baseline, fires, misses, rebound, fought for, and off the floor it goes to Phillips. 6 seconds to go in the quarter. Manchester with the basketball. Burns from way down off the top of the board. Matthews couldn't pull the trigger. Skutak got the basket, but after the buzzer.
Yeah, Burns had a little bit more time. Maybe could have gotten a little bit closer, but it was a nice first quarter right there.
Yeah, it was. Manchester 7, the Rutland Renegades 6 after a quarter of play here at the
A lot of action. A lot of good action.
A lot of action.
Yeah. It's fun to see.
You know, Pat Lawhan, the voice of the Hinchy Gym, who coached West Rutland to the championship here in the 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament. The first year was called the Glodzik Memorial Tournament, appropriate enough that the first year under the Glodzik name, West Rutland won, and that was in 1989. And 6 years later, when most of those guys were seniors in high school, West Rutland won the state championship under my second choice for color man, Jack Rogers.
You know, it's fun to watch all these kids. I watched my nephew play in this years ago, Kyle Fredette. And you know, watching those kids come through, you could watch Adam Greeno and Jake Eddy and some of those kids, just knowing that eventually they're going to really, and you see it here, you're going to see some of these kids really excel and become really good varsity basketball players.
Mentioned in the first game that Jake Eaton, coach of the Proctor Phantoms Division IV State Championship boys basketball team, played and coached in this tournament. Rutland Renegades have the basketball at the beginning of the second quarter. Traynor getting it back to Paquette. Shot from the left baseline is no good. Rebound back up by DePoy is no good. And the rebound is controlled by Dominic Dorita. Ben Parker, this is again scooping it up and in is Brandon Burns. Going to mention Ben Parker into the ball game for the Renegades.
Really like his athleticism, Jack. I like the way he gets to the basket.
Manchester has a 9-6 lead.
You know, you talk about Jake Eating in that championship game. I did some games here Saturday, and, you know, Rich Dow was hesitant to allow me to congratulate him here in the West Rutland gym.
Yeah, that score came in.
You know,
as Proctor was down by 6 a couple of times, 5 or 6 points with 6.
But again,
the folks over here in West Rutland thought it was a Proctor lost, but Proctor came back
but again,
and won that game.
The beauty of the small towns and such like that, it's just in our blood. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, I know. DePoy will be at the line. He got fouled by Benjamin Phillips, his first, the 8th on the team.
I think they called that one on Burns, actually. I thought it was on Phillips, too.
Oh, they call it on Burns. I beg your pardon. Yeah, it's 0-1 up there. I'm sorry. Not 1-0, it's 0-1. Burns is not. They did call it on Burns. And DePoy misses, and Burns comes down with a rebound. 4:52 to go in the half. Manchester has a 9-6 lead. You're in the championship game. Look at Burns.
Yeah.
Terrific player. They're all very good players. Is Parr with it. He forces the shot. It's short. Parr tried to follow it up, and the rebound to Noah Davis. Now Paquette with it, and Paquette, 14-footer, misses. The rebound goes back to Noah Davis. Now Trainer toward the corner. Billy Latkin is also into the ball game. The runner is no good, and the rebound goes to Burns to Dorita, too far underneath the bucket, and Paquette comes down with it. Fires back to Trainer.
They're doing a nice job in their transition defense. They're not letting them get out.
Trainer tried to go back to DePoy there, and it goes right back to Trainer, and he lays it in. 9-8, Manchester's lead down to 1. Matthews had it picked off by Paquette. Goes coast to coast, up with a left hand.
Good left hand there. I like to see that.
And the Renegades take a 10-9 lead now. 3:32 to go in the first half. Burns sends it into the corner. Dominic Dorita down the baseline. Now Skutak missed the shot as he went down the lane, and Trainer runs it down to the corner.
Good ball fake there to get him to commit, and then nice job getting it to the middle. Just didn't finish it.
Trainer picked up by Matthews, and he fires the long three off the back of the rim. DePoy the rebound. Bounced it back out to Billy Latkin.
And that's one of the things when you're playing zone is sometimes you lose those boards on the defensive side.
Evan Paquette shut off at the baseline across the Trainer. He pulls up for the short jumper. It's no good. DePoy knocks it back out. Trainer runs it down. Back to Paquette, left corner for three. Air ball, DePoy up and good.
DePoy doing a nice job on the inside on the boards.
12-9. It's a 3-point Renegades lead, and we got a foul on the Renegades with 2:37 to go in the half.
DePoy really been the difference. He and Burns going head-to-head here.
Chadburn is in for DePoy, who gets a breather. And they call that foul on Billy Latkin, his first, 5th on the team. Cutler's in, number 18. Getting a breather now for Manchester is Brandon Burns. Cutler to Parr, picked up by Paquette. Back to Cutler, almost picked off. Now Matthews up bigs.
He can shoot it. I've seen him a couple times. He's a pretty good little shooter.
Picked off as Paquette runs it down.
Yeah, they're going to play player
he's
control.
Got an offensive foul. The man that made that play was Noah Davis. Paquette on the offensive foul. And that'll be the 6th on the team. Paquette's first.
I think they got him with the arm on that one, Jack.
2:15 to go in the half. It's 12-9. The Renegades have the lead here. And we got a timeout, Manchester, with 2:11 to go in the half. Jack Healey, Steve Senecal from the Hinchy Gym.
Both teams doing a really nice job, you know, controlling tempo, doing what they can, and not getting too rattled.
Again, I want to mention John McCarron and Steve Blanchi. They are the officials. All the officials this week have dedicated their time. They had volunteered their efforts, as Pat Lahan has pointed out. Of course, the West Rutland Booster Club does such a terrific job. They're one of the best.
Yeah, I have a hard time believing you would find anything this nice, this well done, anywhere else in the country. I mean, really
it's
do.
like the NCAA Final Four.
It's crazy. It's so well done, and they make it all about the kids, which is exactly how it should be.
Lahan, who coached that West Rutland team that we mentioned the first year was the Glodzik tournament. His son was part of that team, and his son was part of the team at West Rutland that won in '95, West Rutland High School. Phillips having trouble. He got tied up, and it's going to be Manchester's basketball as Burns is back in, Harrington back in. Harrington, I believe, has got three fouls.
Matthews has 2. So they're gonna try to ride this last 2 minutes and hope that neither of them pick up a foul here.
Seth Parr and Cutler check out for Manchester. Harrington with it, number 5 for Manchester. Up from the right side, a miss there by Skutak, and we got another jump ball situation. Had a whole bunch of them in the girls' game.
Not quite as many as the first game yet. We'll see how this turns out. But
Maddox Trainer. Paquette right down the lane underneath. Hit the bottom of the board, and Skutak came down with it. Now Matthews with it for Manchester. Down to Phillips, shut off by Chadburn.
Want to be in the corner.
No, as the corner becomes, as you know, another defensive player.
That's right.
Burns, oh, what a move, and he missed, and the rebound fought for, and Paquette with it for the Renegades.
Matthews
Second
has to be
gear,
careful there, yeah.
lays it in. Renegades lead by 5, 14-9 with 1:05 to go here in the first half. Burns with it. He fires the 3.
A little too quick, I think, on that one.
Magro's back in, comes down with it, Matt Magro. Trainer. Nice play. Chadburn lays it in.
Nice look there. Nice look there.
16-9, a 7-point lead for the Renegades. Burns right down the lane, misses, gets his own rebound. The pass picked off by Paquette. Doesn't have the numbers, dribbles behind the back. It'll pull it back out. Turns and fires the 3. It drills. It's a 2-pointer. His foot was on the line. His toe was on the line. A 2-pointer. It's 18-9, a 9-point lead for the Renegades. And we get a foul at the sideline.
Looks like a reach on Paquette there. And I think that'll put him in the bonus.
And that is David back in. That foul on Paquette is second, who's out. That's the 7th on the team, so team over the limit. And that's going to be Maddox Matthews at the line for a 1-on-1 for Manchester. And the rebound at Chadburn. 10 seconds to go in the half. Trainer with 4 seconds to go in the half. Lets it fly at the buzzer. It's no good, and that is the end of the first half. Good first half of play at halftime. Our score, the Rutland Renegades 18, Manchester 9. Manchester held to just 2 points in that second quarter after leading 7-6 after.
Yeah, Rutland did a nice job making a couple. What they did is they made some baskets, and then they could get in that press, which I think caused Manchester some issues, especially because their guards were in and out with foul trouble. So
Paquette's got 7, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 for DePoy. And it Burns, 2, 4, 6, 7 points for Manchester's. We'll take a little break here at halftime at the Hinchy Gym. It's the Renegades out in front, 18-9, the boys' championship game in the Glodzik Memorial 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament. 56th annual tournament, 27th under the Glodzik name. And we'll tune in again to Pat Lahan. 50 was a large one, and
yeah, I never win those big ones.
I won one in Fairhaven like 40 years ago, but
I'm in one of those positions when I win, though. Most gyms I go to,
they expect it back.
They're a customer of ours.
Yeah.
So
you got to give it
so
back.
you almost feel obligated.
I know. If I ever do win one, I'd be embarrassed to keep the money, because we thank that gentleman for giving the money back.
You know, we can't forget to mention, too, the red flamingo back there.
What a job by the Red Flamingo.
She does, and her new reality show that she's coming out with, the Vermont Bachelorette.
So the Renegades, who are going right to left here in the second half, Manchester left to right. The Renegades have an 18-9 lead. Manchester in the black and gold has the basketball here at the beginning of the second half. Manchester actually had a 7-6 lead after a quarter, but scored 2 points in the second quarter. Matthews for three. That would have been a start. Burns the rebound. Blocked by DePoy. Came right down to Paquette. He goes coast to coast and misses. And the rebound to Davin back up. Blocked. As over to block it out of bounds with Skutak for Manchester.
Good ball movement that time by Manchester, finding the open man. He had an open look, just didn't knock it down. Nice job there.
So this comes into Chad Byrne out to Paquette. Trainer pulls up for the short jumper. It's in and out. Rebound. Chad Byrne back to Trainer. Back out to Paquette. Davin skips it across, back to Trainer. Fires the three. No. And we got a foul in the rebounding action. It's going to go. It's a foul against the Renegades early going third quarter.
It's on 13.
It's on DePoy, his first, and that's the first on the team.
I thought at first he had 14 up there, and that would have been his third.
Skutak forces the shot. It's short, and Davin rips down the rebound. Call the foul. It's on Manchester. It's the first on the team, and the foul's on Benjamin Phillips, number 1.
We'll see if Manchester maybe can break this drought here and get back in this game.
Paquette by Harrington into the lane. Back out to Davin to Paquette. He throws up the long three, and the rebound to Harrington. Joe Harrington, son of the West Rutland athletic director. Burns had it blocked. Chad Byrne there, and we got a foul.
But both Manchester guards playing with foul trouble here. We'll see if they can get through this third quarter without picking up another one.
Keegan Chadburn on the foul. It's the second on the Renegades. Burns goes to the line here for 2. It's the first on Chadburn. Burns will get another. Second shot by Burns. No, we have a lane violation, or it was either Burns himself or somebody went into the lane.
I'm not sure if maybe Burns went in a little earlier. Matthews may have stepped inside that three-point line right before. So.
Paquette. Paquette getting it back out front. Now Davin with it. Davin into the lane. Trainer, free throw line, fires and hits. And the Renegades go up 20-9.
Good job with ball movement there and finding the open man, and it worked out.
3:44 to go in the third quarter. Harrington coast to coast, lost it, and it controlled by the Renegades as the boys send it ahead to Trainer. He has it poked away by Burns. Burns now scoops it up. No. Rebound Paquette.
And Paquette had to play it without fouling there because he's got 2 already. So that was a nice job by him playing defense and not picking up that third foul.
Trainer. Davin fires the 3, and it's run down by Skutak.
It's been a while since Manchester scored. Let's see if they can get out of the...
Into the corner, and we're going to foul. That was Matthews who took the shot. He got fouled. Was he in three-point land? We'll see here.
I think he was.
It was three-point fouled in the act of shooting a 3, and Maddox Matthews will be at the line for 3. It's the third foul on the Renegades. They call it on Chadburn. His second. And that one gets the roll. 2 more to go for Matthews.
That breaks quite a bit of a long drought right there for Manchester. Maybe that can get them back into the game.
Renegades 20, Manchester 10. Second shot coming up for Matthews. 20-11 Renegades. Matthews will get one more. Magro comes in, and also Josh Tuttle is in for the Renegades. Matthews with his third free throw. And he hits that one. Nice job.
Good job there by him.
So that cuts the Renegades lead to 8. Renegades 20, Manchester 12, 2:52 to go in the third quarter. And Trainer for 3. Bang!
That was deep. That was a long 3 right there.
23-12, the Renegades up by 11. Here's Harrington. Blocked out of bounds by DePoy. And they are going to call a foul on DePoy.
Looks like he may have gotten him in the head there.
Joe Harrington will be at the line for 2, and we got a technical foul.
And that'll be his third personal because it's a technical.
So DePoy picked up his second foul, and as you mentioned, the technical is his third.
And that'll be a team also.
Yep. So Harrington will have the 2 shots here, and it's the 5th of the team. And also Manchester will have the basketball too, right?
Yeah, they're going to get the technicals plus the free throws.
These are the technicals
ball.
here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And now
so he hits that.
He'll shoot the next 2. No,
no, those were the free throws. Now the technical shot's a different
yep.
player. This is Matthews, who just hit the 3.
Yeah, and then
it's 23-13.
Then
Renegades.
they'll get the ball too.
Right. Yeah, the earlier ones, the first ones were the original personal foul. Matthews hits another one. That's 4 in a row for Matthews.
I've watched him. He can shoot the ball. If he gets a good look, he can shoot it.
Look at this concentration, and he rolls that one in. And that brings Manchester right back into the ball game here. In is Ian Corsell, out is DePoy for the Renegades. The Renegades have an 8-point lead. And Manchester has the basketball.
Yes, yeah.
Matthews. Burns fires the 3, and it's no good. On the weak side rebound to Davin, and he got fouled by Benjamin Phillips. Parr is in for Manchester. Parr checks in for Skutak. Cutler is in as well. Actually, also checking out is Phillips. He just picked up his second foul, second on the team.
And so far, Harrington and Matthews have been able to play this quarter without picking up that other foul, which they're doing a nice job with that.
Trainer, 18-footer short. Rebound, it is Magro. Scramble, and nice job getting it off the floor. Was Corsell. And scooping it up, no good. Magro, Tuttle back up. No, Tuttle again, and we got a jump ball. Paquette was out for a while. He checks back in for the Renegades.
It's going to be Rutland ball here.
A look pass out to Magro.
Could have been a double dribble there, I think.
Tuttle, and he had it taken away by Burns on a nice play. And he threw it away. One of those for Josh Tuttle. Probably if he didn't dribble there, instead of going back up with it, he probably would have got the bucket.
Got a little overzealous trying to push the ball. Just threw it away.
And we've got a timeout for Harrington to tie his shoe.
He with the Batman Cape socks.
We've got as Morrell checks in, number 10, Morrell checks in for Cutler for Manchester. I mean, if you look around at the shoes, we got yellows, we got greens, we got...
That's the fun. That's what we talk about. And Jack, the socks.
Yeah.
I mean, these aren't $4 socks anymore.
And Davin loses it out of bounds. It was off Davin. It's going to be Manchester's basketball. A minute 27 to go in the third quarter. Rutland Renegades 23 and Manchester 15.
We're going to play a little bit of 1-3-1 half court trap.
Harrington down the lane, and he got tied up. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be Manchester's basketball. I'm not sure who got a piece of that to tie it up.
Corsell, I believe.
Was it Corsell?
Yes.
It's going to be Morrell to throw the ball into play. Gets it into Matthews. Double team. Corsell and Davin there. Now to Harrington.
That's that corner. You don't want to get in there.
Yep. Harrington again, his 12-footer is no good. Rebound, Burns back up in the lane, no good, and the rebound goes out of bounds. Manchester's basketball.
Burns will come up with a lot of loose balls. He just works really hard and gets in the right spot.
Harrington will throw the ball into play from the baseline. 56.3 seconds to go in the third quarter. And the shot no good off the inbounds play. Morrell, here come the Renegades down to Davin. He lays it up, no good, and the rebound to Harrington. He had it poked away and stolen away by Paquette. Davin, oh my, what a play as Bagro lays it in. Oh my, what a pass from Davin.
That's a nice, Trey we'll call him. That was a great no-look pass right there.
25-15, and Matthews hits the three right in front of the fans across the way. Oh my, these guys have watched a lot of television. Paquette the other way.
We're going back and forth.
25-8. It's 27-18 now. The Renegades lead it. 7 seconds to go in the third quarter. Parr got shut off. Cross Harrington. Now Matthews can't get it away, and that's the end of the third quarter. And after three, our score, the Rutland Renegades 27 and Manchester 18. A lot of action in the third quarter.
9-9 third quarter right there. Really, if not for the second quarter, this is a tie, basically a 1-2-point game. They've done a nice job.
Boy, what a pass by Davin, huh?
Yeah, nice no look. Really well done.
Negro finished it off. What a nice quarter of play here as we go to the final six to determine the champion.
So be it. This is what you hope for as a coach. You have a shot. Go into the fourth.
How about Matthews hitting the three and turning to the crowd?
I've seen again.
They don't watch ESPN, do they?
I've seen him do it a couple times.
I tell you, I mean, not that I ever would have hit one from the sideline, but back in my day, we'd never.
Should be a technical foul here. There's 6 kids.
Oh, Paquette laid it in.
They had 6. They got one off.
And they do count the bucket.
Yep.
And we got a technical foul on the Manchester coach. It's 29-18 Renegades.
Yeah, and that's a tough one. They had 6 on the floor. The officials missed it. You got to let it go.
It'll be Paquette taking the technical foul shots.
That's a tough one as a coach. You want them to get it right, but sometimes you got to let those things go, and sometimes it's just not easy to do.
Paquette will get another. And, of course, he did get the basket. They took the player off, but...
Yeah. That's a pretty big swing when you stop and think about it. So that's a 3-point swing, plus they get the ball.
And now it's a 12-point lead for the Renegades early going fourth quarter in the championship game. It's 5:40 to go in the game. And as you said, the Renegades also get the basketball. Paquette the three. Rebound to Chadburn. Trainer the three, and he drills it. (33-18). It's a 15-point Renegade lead. Burns down the lane. He puts it up and in.
That's a good answer right there.
33-20, a 13-point Renegade lead coming down on the 5-minute mark left, and Matthews on the steal. Ahead to Harrington. Oh my! Paquette blocks it out of bounds. Foul on Paquette.
Maybe got a little too fancy here at the top. Does a nice job getting back. Just got him with the arm.
I'll tell you, they're playing great basketball.
And they are. Good hustle.
Joe Harrington at the line for two. The foul on Paquette is third, the sixth on the team. Harrington will get another. Patrick Skutak in for Morrell for Manchester.
I don't think it counts as a team, it counts as a personal.
And Harrington misses that one. Chadburn the rebound for the Renegades to Paquette. Billy Latkin is in, number 22 for the Renegades. Paquette forces the shot, Parr the rebound for...
Looking for the call there.
Yeah, Manchester, number 12. Matthews didn't see it at first, but he runs it down back to Parr. Matthews back out. It goes to Burns down the lane. Up, no. Chadburn the rebound. Got tied up. Jump ball. He got tied up by Skutak.
I like the Manchester because we got their names. It's a lot easier that way.
Yeah, they do have the names on them. And they also have the numbers on the front, which really helps.
Yeah, which helps them.
Harrington left corner for three, an air ball, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Renegades basketball.
Looks like Manchester's going to show some pressure.
Paquette chased by Harrington. Now Matthews comes over. Paquette pulls up, 17-footer. No, and the rebound fought for goes out of bounds. So Noah Davis is in there, number 20 for the Renegades.
Burns there for Manchester.
And it's going to be Renegades basketball with 4:16 to go in the game, and the Renegades lead 33-20. Paquette. Chadburn muscles it up and in.
Nice, well done. Nice job looking for the open man there.
Keegan Chadburn. It's a 15-point Renegades lead. Matthews, 17-footer off the back of the rim. No, and the rebound to Latkin. 3:50 to go in the game.
I think Manchester's starting to feel a little bit of the pressure now.
A little sense of urgency for sure. What a player
nice
Burns
job by
is.
Burns.
Oh,
yeah, I
he's
really
terrific.
like him a lot. Very athletic.
Matthews fires the three. He rattles it home. A little bit of Aaron Rodgers there. A six-shooter.
He's got a good personality. There's no doubt about it.
35-23 Renegades, and that one misses for Trainer. We got a jump ball.
Good position by number 20 there. Getting inside and getting really good position for that rebound.
Phillips, is he going to check in now, or is there a timeout?
We're going to have a timeout here.
With 3:17 left in this one at the Hinchy Gym, it is Rutland Renegades 35, Manchester 23. Jack Healey, Steve Senecal. We're at the Spectrum in Phillips. No, we're at the Hinchy Gym.
Really nice game, exciting game. You know, teams going back and forth.
Great game.
Some really nice plays. It's been great to watch. It's
It
really
sure
been
has.
great to watch.
Great crowd, and we'll have, again, earlier Castleton won the girls' championship and all the awards. We'll be wrapping it up here ourselves here at the end of this one, and we'll say that we'll have Pat Lawhan and the others will be on Channel 15, broadcasting live the post-game ceremonies. One thing I wanted to say about Pat Lawhan, again, coaching that West Rutland team that won this tournament when they were, in the 5th and 6th grade, and then when they were seniors in high school, the West Rutland won the championship. And I remember Pat at the West Rutland banquet, which I went to that year. He still was giddy.
I'm sure he reminds Jack Rogers every day that it was his coaching back in 5th and 6th grade.
They got them
the reason that
going
they
for
won.
that 95.
Yeah.
The runner for Paquette, no. Chadburn. Skutak comes down with it for Manchester. And they do call a foul here.
Yeah, and that's the team 7th. That's going to be 1-1.
And they call a foul on the foul on Chadburn. That's his 3rd. That's the 7th on the team. Skutak is at the line for a 1-1 for Manchester. 3:07 to go in the game, and the Renegades have a 35-23 lead. If Manchester's going to come back, this is the time to start it. And that's a start there for Skutak. 35-24, Renegades by 11.
If he can knock this down, he'll get it to 10.
Skutak misses that one, but the rebound is controlled finally by Paquette, and still a scramble. Paquette saved it nicely to Noah Davis.
Good hustle
Paquette.
there on everybody's part. Really good hustle.
And we got a foul on Harrington. I believe that would be his 4th.
Yeah, I think that's his 4th also.
And that's the 3rd on the team.
And they're at that spot now with 2:55 left. If they want to get to that bonus, they have to get 4 more team fouls before they can get there. So
Negro is in for Billy Latkin for the Renegades.
it looks like they're in man-to-man now.
Trainer to Magro. Trainer to the baseline, and the shot misses there from the other side. And
It's a nice look there. Went baseline, had him open.
yeah,
really
Noah
nice
Davis overshot the bucket, and it's going to be Manchester's basketball with 2:32 to go in the game. Harrington lost the handle, saves it to Skutak. And the pass picked off by Paquette. He's got Magro on his right wing, but he keeps and lays it in. It's going to count. He got fouled.
That was a nice job there by Paquette, getting it out and getting it into the open floor and taking it.
And he's got an opportunity for a 3-point play, Evan Paquette. And Harrington, I believe, on the foul, and I believe he's fouled out. He has fouled out of the ball game.
Yeah, he did a really nice job handling the ball.
And Paquette completes the 3-point play, and it is a 38-24 lead for the Rutland Renegades. Harrington is out, and into the ball game is Dominic Dorita for Manchester. Harrington's fouled out of the ball game.
Looks like we got some pressure here by Rutland. Good job by Magro.
Magro, a nice job getting the ball back and forth to Paquette. And Dorita on the foul, on the steal, I should say. No foul. And here now is Magro. Back and forth, couple of steals in a row now, Paquette. Paquette looking, find an opening up with a left hand, and saved nicely by Noah Davis. And back out they go with 1:40 to go in the game.
Manchester working hard.
Trainer.
Nice pass.
Beautiful play. Trainer found the open man. And Noah Davis puts the Renegades up by 16. Burns up.
Oh,
no.
nice take, though.
And Paquette with it. 1:18 to go in the game.
They just pulled away.
Pretty good ball club. Both teams, obviously, you wouldn't be in the championship unless you were pretty good. But
yeah.
Chadburn, and he couldn't find the handle. We got a foul anyway.
Yeah, Rutland doing a nice job keeping the ball, hanging on to it.
Skutak on the foul for Manchester. Is a few substitutions. Ben Parker is in. DePoy is back in. Some changes for Manchester as well, with 1:01 to go in the game.
Looks like he's getting some other kids here some playing time.
Let's go tackle the foul is second. It's the 5th on the team. So the Renegades with a basketball. 54 seconds to go. The
Dorito
Renegades
working hard. Nice job there by Paquette.
Renegades have a 40-24 lead. Chadburn up. No, we got a foul. A push. That would be the 6th on the team, but it's a shooting foul. Fouls on Carson Cutler is first. Josh Tunnell getting set to check in for the Renegades.
This has been a well-played game.
It has. Very good game.
Very impressed with the ball handling abilities of some of these kids, the athleticism. Both teams have done a really nice job playing hard.
And that shot is no good, and the rebound controlled by Will Morrell, number 10 for Manchester. Phillips has trouble with it in the backcourt. Phillips broke the pressure to Cutler. Three-point attempt from the left wing is no good, as that was par, and here come the Renegades back the other way. 24 seconds left in this championship game.
I think that's going to do it.
18 seconds left, a steal. Par to the bucket, he lays it in. Renegades 40, Manchester 26, 9 seconds to go.
Dorito not quitting, he's staying right in it.
Negro to Parker to DePoy, that's it. The Renegades have won the Glodzik tournament.
Yep, nice job. Well done by both teams. I was very impressed again with the abilities of some of these players. They did a nice job. The officials did a wonderful job. Really well done.
Final score, the Rutland Renegades 40 and Manchester 26. Thanks, Steve. Great job.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.
It was a lot of fun. And again, thanks to everybody for joining us here on PEGTV Channel 15. Stacy, Kent, Daniel Appelt. And thanks, everybody, for joining us at the Glodzik tournament. And we will turn our attention to the floor and all the post-game activities.
Okay, for the boys. 4th place, Rutland Town Chargers. 3rd place, Middlebury Tiger Gators. 2nd place, Manchester. 'Go ahead and sit down and we'll get the champions out here. Okay, the 2015, the Ed Glodzik 27th 56th grade tournament champion, the Renegades.